Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Hopefully I can be higher energy in this video as we... as we plunge into the vault to save Sir Emmerich and apprehend Thornton the Seventh. It's like a church, but like with spikes. 2 Raz and a Lalafell. Got the sick organ going again. And people that really want to go. I love the way gravity looks. Abnormally small. Sir Alfdel Brightblade. Oh. Well, he got large. I feel like Dark Knight is thematically appropriate for this dungeon. Putting down the clergy. because at their root they are liars. But how? Just as Sir Sherabert said. Ooh, bell. This astrologian's ridden their MP and hasn't used lucid dreaming. That's okay. They seem to want to giddy up and go, so we're gonna giddy up and go. Had all the giddy up. Oh, there's the good bastard. You find this a lot with healers these days. They want you to go, 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 and then they don't really have the go, go, go to back it up. But they're doing okay. I mean, they haven't died yet. It could be far worse.
I'll cut you to pieces!
This is the fellow that was chaining Alphino in the trial by combat.
I will not yield to you! I have the power!
Can be quite tricky. If you get near those black holes, those rifts, they're quite painful.
Down with you!
But you can stack them all at the same spot, or try to. Which this party seems to be doing pretty well at. So this monk seems to not know that they need to stay on the ass. But, you know. Nice, good beat down. I've seen that boss wipe before, though. Oh yeah, got a belt, better belt. Persevere's helmet. Ooh, that's a better helmet. Nice time for a level up. Now this priest right here, he's gonna move to the center and start summoning stuff. And even if you reduce him to 0 HP, he always gets the cast off. It's just like the first boss in Amdapor Keep. So don't worry about rushing his HP down. You'll never be able to kill him before he gets, before he gets the stuff off. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh well. We'll have all their attention shortly. One of the reasons I wanted to play tank for this wasn't just for the good theming of being a Dark Knight during this, it was so that the people couldn't start the battle without me. Because if I was on DPS, this healer would probably rush the tank into the fight by pulling the boss. So, none of that. This boss causes people all sorts of problems.
Filthy rats!
All the time. The first dungeon boss in Heavensward that people really got conniptions over.
Be done with you!
That chain needs to be broken. Broken. Good stuff, good stuff. You gotta watch the northern edge of the arena. You don't want to get run over by those things. They'll inflict either a dot or a slow on you. And then this phase right here used to drive people crazy. Not sure if that hit close enough into their hit. Both of these hitboxes. Okay, it got him a little bit. At least this one. But Heavensward was the expansion where tanks really started to get to focus on DPS. And you had a DPS stance. And this phase of the fireballs with the old potencies, if your tank didn't go into their DPS stance, for this phase at the very least, you might not kill all the fireballs.
You disgust me.
So, that was a thing. Nowadays, though, we're cruising. Like,
Sickness must be purged.
The enhanced potencies, you know, if you got a semi-competent party, you'll be just fine.
Be done with you.
They already had the chain at maximum length.
Sickness must be purged.
It has this weird thing, the further apart you are, the harder it will be to break. We almost got him.
Sickness must be purged.
The monks just go ahead and LB, but they're not going to because they're waiting for the second bar. As simple as just using the limit break is, so many people are very bad at using it. Because no one seems to do well when they're asked to use something that has a resource that needs to be consumed. So I'm gonna, well, I guess I'll give it to they asked. They didn't let anyone die, so it's good enough for me. Alright. I was gonna give it to the machinist, but meh, they left, so there you go. Now, pull up your popcorn, because we got a nice, cool cutscene coming along here. Also, maybe get some hankies.
Our power! How can this be? Fall back!
Airship. Ah, they're gonna try to escape by airship, aren't they? Well, you knew it couldn't be this easy, right? Dungeon's only level 57 after all. The level cap that came with Heavensward was 60. Can't be ending a story 3 levels prematurely.
Father, please!
We were not too late, my friend!
Why must you do this, Father? Nidhogg is fallen. There is no need for further deception. Now is the time to renounce the lies which led us down this path. To start anew!
Oh, Briggs.
And tear down the very pillars of our society? Our history, our values, everything we have built over 1,000 years? A fool to the last.
Oh man, that's the Spear of Light.
Look out!
This will never not be said.
Go. Asisla awaits.
Lord Orchefort!
Ah, guess his shield did break.
You are unharmed? Forgive me. I could not bear the thought of... Oh, do not look at me so. A smile better suits a hero.
Oh man, I'm tearing up. That was designed to kill an immortal. The first time I played through that, I got pretty mad. I knew he had Scriptwriter's Doom because he was my favorite ISHGARDian. I just didn't know when or how they were going to do it. And the sons of bitches, they did it.
Don't. Please. A knight lives to serve, to protect, to sacrifice. There is no greater calling. Leave me to mourn and give chase. For my son, and for the nation he loved.
His sacrifice shall not be forgotten.
My son.
Sins of Antiquity. Despite the fact that he was a bastard. They knew he was a good knight. And a good person. Curse those bloody whoresons and piss on their swiving round table. Swive is like an old world expletive, basically the equivalent of fuck.
My friends, I am in your debt.
Think nothing of it. Your wounds are healing well, I trust.
Some wounds do not heal. The Founding. The Scriptures, 1,000 years of lies, all to deceive the common man. Nay, our own brothers and sisters. For the blood of the Knights 12 flows within all our veins. You knew this to be true. You knew, and you concealed it.
I should be interested to hear how you came by this knowledge. But yes, you have the right of it. The architects of ISHGARD, King Thordan and his Knights 12, entrapped and butchered the great worm, Ratatoskr, that they might partake of her eyes and thereby transcend their mortal limits. Upon learning of their treachery, Nidhogg was consumed with a murderous and justified rage. I dare say you know what followed.
The great worm slew the king and half of his knights.
Aye, but Nidhogg was subdued, and his eyes plucked from their sockets by the knights that remained. Their one mistake was to show mercy. For from his brother Hreysvelgr did Nidhogg receive a new eye, thus rejuvenating his form and empowering him to embark upon an eternal quest for vengeance.
Whilst Thordan's son Haldreth took one of Nidhogg's eyes and learned to wield its power in defense of his people.
Thus was the first Azure Dragoon born, and ever since that time, his honored successors have risen to drive Nidhogg from our lands whenever the worm has returned to plague us. I ask you, my son, will you answer for my sins? Will your son and his son answer for me as well?
What do you mean?
If a man cannot atone for his sins in the course of his all too fleeting life, must his progeny then be held to account? Must every subsequent generation be judged as well? Thordan's betrayal of Ratatoskr was an unconscionable, unforgivable sin. Should we then, as his descendants, meekly surrender ourselves to an eternity of punishment? Nay, say I. I would not see our children sacrificed in a vain attempt to appease an implacable foe.
He's got a point.
Dragons are not like us, my son. To they who live forever, the wrongs of antiquity are as those of yesterday. No reparations shall ever suffice. This fact alone should serve as ample justification for our actions. Yet some refuse to see it as such. For men like you, who yearn to commit themselves to a nobler cause, a more compelling narrative is required.
This is your solution. This is how you protect our people. You have given us a lost cause, a death sentence. With your compelling narrative, you but doom our countrymen to give their lives for a lie.
And they do so gladly. Highborn and lowborn alike are proud to serve, to fight and die for their country.
So, what you gonna do now that the dragons don't want to fight no more? Because Nidhogg is, you know, dead.
And what would you say to them? What would you tell the wives who have lost their husbands? The mothers who have lost their sons? That their loved ones died for naught? Over the course of 1,000 years, countless men have donned these robes, and every one of them came to accept the necessity of this solution. Once, I hoped you might come to accept it as well. Do not despair, my son. Soon I shall free us from the sins of antiquity, and bring about the change you so fervently desire. If he has spoken with others, I would have their names. Escort him to a cell and question him thoroughly.
Your Eminence.
I'm sure Emmerich could take one of them, at least, one-on-one, even if they flex their true power. But not two of them, no. Especially not while his guard was down.
You saw something, did you not? A vision of the past?
So this is the power of the Echo. Would that it had shown you a finer moment from my past. 'Twas an exercise in futility, as you saw. Faced with the firmity of his conviction and his many ready rejoinders, my words deserted me. To be frank, I am embarrassed to recall it.
A friend once impressed upon me the importance of differentiating between words, deeds, and beliefs. Were he here, I suspect he would judge your father's conviction to be no more than rank, self-serving delusion. Even so, I cannot help but wonder what manner of change he intends to bring about.
I've given some thought to that as well. During the battle within the vault, the Heaven's Ward demonstrated strange and unnatural abilities.
Aye, the manner in which Sir Zephyrin struck down Lord Haurchefant was unlike anything I've ever seen before.
The spectacle called to mind King Thordan and his Knights 12 as they are depicted in scripture, holy powers and all.
Mere fabrications, which have become objects of faith, instilled with the belief of countless devoted souls. 7 hells!
If Lady Iceheart can use her own body as a vessel for summoning, I see no reason why others could not.
Are the Heaven's Ward truly so reckless?
Wait, so did the entire Heaven's Ward have the Echo?
Unbelievable!
As they fled, my father spoke of Aziz La. Though I know not what he intends, I fear no good shall come of it. His ambitions are too great, and his minions too powerful. We must find the Heaven's Ward, and stop my father before it is too late.
Seems like a good course of action. Good plan, good plan. Darn tootin' we do. Let's see, we got some gloves at the end there. Big defense boost. Wish we'd gotten some boots. Didn't get any of that. Yeah, we didn't get the body neither. We did get the helmet. It's a nice helmet. It also looks kind of weird, like got a visor and stuff. I honestly kind of wonder if it's supposed to be a take on the sprite helmet for Ricard Highwind from Final Fantasy II. I don't think it is, but it's pretty cool. I wish there was a dialable version of it. Alas, there is not. Did you get any accessories? Let's see, exorcists, priests. Oh, okay, well, that's just as well, I suppose. Search of the Soleil. Of the sun? Of the sunlight? Ah, okay, it's the name of the airship. You wanted to help us, and then you're like, yeah, go to see clouds. Like, why did you have us step outside for that? Why not just tell us in front of Americ? Ah, whatever. Ah, the dastardly duo. What mischief have you two been getting up to lately? good man. No, but it's probably some source of phenomenal cosmic power that's key to his plans. Man, Sid, have you been reading the script? Ascians tried to tempt him as they tempted Gaius with the ultimate weapon. Even when he spoke true about playing along, I can see him attempting to seize it. As if we needed another reason to pursue him. Ah, I love you, Sid. You always come through. Now I think they become available for your squadron missions as you unlock them, but the Vault and I believe Psalm All and maybe the Dusk Vigil, I think they're available for squadron missions. So if your squadron's a high enough level to do that, it's an excellent way to gear yourself up. Clyde's squadron's not quite high enough for that. If it were, though, I would definitely take advantage of it. And I might take advantage of it to level his samurai, just in case I have to, you know, re-record on my emergency character, on my emergency Clyde, which would be a royal pain because I'd have to spend several days catching him up. But, well, I haven't had that problem in a little while, so hopefully I don't have it again. Ever again. Ugh. Oops, I missed talking to Biggs. Oh well. Ah, Riol, always coming up for us. I like the Halonic Inquisitor gloves better than the Lynxleage ones, so I think I might go ahead and dye my armor back to its default color if I am able to. Oh, I don't have any Terabinth. Ah well. Hell yeah! Now this is the first time. I know we didn't really explore the Sea of Clouds all that much. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that you only get access to the southern half of it earlier. But now we have access to the entire northern half. Although there's still some parts we can't reach until we get flying of our own. So,
to the northern reaches of the Sea of Clouds, where countless isles yet remained uncharted. In search of a mysterious land known as Azizlar, and the unmasked villain who sought to claim its secrets.
Evil Pope in a JRPG, how original. Okay, he's an Archbishop, but he's Pope enough. He had a Pope hat.
Oblivious to the new threat which followed in their wake, they came.
Oblivious, huh? Well, we'll see about that. basis. Oh, hey, look, an Aether Current. Swing. Give me that. Give me that faster. Let's look out. Yeah, there it is. See an Aetherite over there. Sunset's pretty nice over here. What? An instance battle? Huh. Not sure if we have time for that in the recording, so I'm gonna stop here, but I'm gonna go ahead and run up north and get this Aetherite because I can, because we do have enough time for that. I guess we'll just watch the pretty sunset as we go. Turns the sky various hues. We got Wolmorez over here. There's a Final Fantasy XI enemy. And of course, we've seen it before in Lost City of Amdapur. Look, it's a dead... playing dead person? Oh no, they're just sitting down. Okay, well, more power to them. I guess that's their favorite spot or something. Maybe they were out here hunting. Not really sure. Look, Zundu. You're like Redbon is, huh? Got a unique Aetherite and everything. Well, it's a good idea to get this Aetherite as soon as possible, especially if you didn't pay attention and talk to, you know, Biggs and Wedge and Sid about the fact that you can get, if you have to leave this region of the Sea of Clouds, you can get back here from the ISHGARDian airship landing. They'll take you out here in an Ironworks airship because, you know, they've designed most of the airships that, if not all the airships that ISHGARD uses. So, you know, just like they did for the city-states. So, you know, if you die and you have to home point, or you just had to go somewhere else, or you got into a duty that took you somewhere else, you know, you can get back here. Like, some people think that they soft-locked the game. There's been numerous bug reports about, well, I couldn't get back to the northern, you know, part of the Sea of Clouds. It's impossible. It's impossible. And I think actually for maybe a little while it might have been, but if it ever was, it was fixed really quickly. Next time we'll do this instance battle, but for now I need to stop. I need to get some eats and some caffeine and take a bath and you know, all that jazz. So I'll see you next time, and please look forward to it. Stay safe out there, and you know, have a good one.